Good afternoon. Welcome to Jim Mooney's World of Weather. Clicked on to long-range weather forecast discussion for October 22nd through November 3rd. For October 22nd to 26th, we have a ridge here over the Eastern Pacific, and we have a trough here over the central U.S., and we have this ridge here from Mexico extending into the southwestern Atlantic, covering the Caribbean, above normal heights here along the East Coast. But as time goes by, we're going to see this trough kind of like slide slightly eastward, as so does this ridge builds into the west. So we're going to have an upper closed low that's forecast to lift from the Mississippi Valley through eastern North America early midweek. A deep cyclone, cyclogenesis, will develop in the upper Midwest and cause wind and rain with wraparound wet snow. A frontal system and return flow from the Gulf of Mexico will fuel widespread rain and convection across the eastern seaboard. And then the rainfall may be enhanced by the remnants of Nestor. And we're going to look at that right now. And here's Nestor right here. And we go to Sunday. Then Sunday morning, it's by the Carolinas. And then it moves offshore. Monday. And it goes out. Now, the other day, like the miles are having a curving back in. That's GFS. We'll look at the European. It's similar. It comes in there. And then it weakens and moves out. Now, here's our intense storm here. And notice where the 540 line is here. So there'll be snow back here across the western edges. This will be rain and storms. This is Monday. And then we go forward in time. Then we have another low here over the Carolinas. And then it lifts out. And we look at the GFS. Generally same thing. And here's our wraparound snow. GFS shows it well across this region. Okay, we're going to look at the period for October 25th to 29th. And the East Pacific Ridge builds northward, covering much of western North America coast. And a trough will be over the central U.S. and a ridge will be over the southwestern Atlantic. You see it right here. So this is how we're expecting the pattern. We still have large positive height anomalies here. And that will play a role, especially when we get into the next period. So for this forecast, I'm forecasting above normal temperatures here. Forecast anomalies of 4 to 8 degrees above normal. Below normal temperatures are forecast for this region here. And anomalies of at least 4 degrees below normal are forecast. For precipitation, calling for below normal precipitation here. Probability of occurrence 35 to 40%. And then we have above normal precipitation from the plains to the Atlantic coast. And the probability of occurrence is 35 to 55%. Now, as we get to the next period, we're going to talk about this. We have cold geoheight potential of the polar cap here, which is causing the AO to be negative, and this will have an effect of the polar vortex. This will be ridging over eastern North Pacific, and this has become locked with warm surface sea temperatures, forcing a trough and cold temperatures downstream across parts of eastern North America. Now, the GFS is not predicting minor adjustment of the polar vortex, and where warming of the North Pacific sector helps stretch the polar vortex across the pole, resulting in a cross-polar flow from Siberia to Canada, and this will lead to colder temperatures for the east central states. And you're going to see what I mean. So we're going to look at this period for the 30th to the 3rd. You see, we still have this ridge still holding on here across southwestern Atlantic with above normal heights. Here's our ridge I'm talking about with the warm surface temperatures. And we also have a ridge here across near Greenland, our trough here. And you can see that the trough kind of slides slowly eastward. That's the GFS. This is ensembles. Now, this is the European ensembles. This goes against everything. I think that's the outlier, and then this is the NAEFS. So for this forecast period, I'm forecasting, whoops, didn't come up, below normal temperatures from the plains to Atlantic coast, and I'm forecasting numbers of 4 to 8 degrees below normal. The 8 degrees below normal will be across this area here. The lighter blues will be the lower anomalies. And for precipitation, calling for below normal precipitation for the plains and the western states. Probability of occurrence is 35 to 40%. And then we have above normal precipitation here, and the probability of occurrence is 35 to 45%. That's the long range weather forecast discussion for October 22nd to November 3rd. Thanks for coming to Jim Only's World of Weather, and have a good day.